What is up, YouTube? This is Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you my NFL Week 4 2011 predictions. If you guys want a prediction for next week's Week 5 predictions, post in the comment section down below. The first 4 games that I see in my comment section, I will preview those games. And if there was a game that I did not discuss about in this predictions video, you can easily, and I mean easily, comment down below the game you want me to talk about this week, and I'll type up a personal message to you, because I love all of you that much. But anyways, coming down to it, we're going to go over 4 games. Of course, Sunday night, Monday night football game. And I got a couple fan requests. Technically, only one fan request. But hey, the guy asked for the same game as Spinnernet. So, and that guy you may be asking, his name is Mr. Big 1225. But anyways, let's get started. I'm going to talk about 2 teams I believe I haven't talked about in my predictions really. Atlanta Falcons versus the Seattle Seahawks. I believe it's in Seattle. Yes, it's in Seattle. The loud-ass stadium that made the New Orleans Saints choke out of the playoffs. But besides that, let's talk about Hot Atlanta for a second. Now, we all know the Atlanta Falcons, 13-3 last year, looked like valuable contenders for the next year to come. People were saying, Hot Atlanta, this is their year. Atlanta Falcons, how could you deny it? With talent like Roddy White and a good young quarterback in Matt Ryan, how could you deny that this team would not be a contender for the Super Bowl? Right now, Atlanta Falcons are 1-2. You told me the Atlanta Falcons would be 1-2, and I get their opening games were, you know, against top level teams. Tampa Bay, the Bears, you know, those are tough teams to go against. But really, I would have expected Atlanta to be 2-1. But really, Atlanta hasn't been showing that much. This is a team that traded all the way up to get Julio Jones, and they really thought Julio Jones, wide receiver out from Alabama, thought this rookie was it. They said we just needed him to make our team that much better. With him, we have the Super Bowl. With him, we're playoff threats. We can't always rely on Roddy White. We can't always rely on Tony Gonzalez. We need one more threat. And they really thought Julio Jones would be that threat. And right now, it seems like the offense, they're doing pretty good trying to get points on the board. You know, Michael Turner is producing valuable runs here and there, not really that much. Not protecting the football. Turnovers costing Atlanta some football games, key football games. But one thing that's also costing Atlanta key football games is their defense. Atlanta's defense, mainly their secondary, is not, and I repeat, not that great. Their secondary has been exposed by teams that have a good receiving core and a good quarterback, aka Aaron Rodgers and the Packers receiving core. You can't deny it. That's one deadly combination right there. We saw that in the NFC North divisional NFC divisional playoffs. I don't know where I fucking got the NFC North from, but we saw that in the divisional playoffs that Aaron Rodgers picked apart that defense. Every quarterback probably watched that tape of what Aaron Rodgers did. Every coach probably watched that tape and figured out, hey, there is nothing special about Atlanta's defense. Let's try to attack it. And that's what teams are doing, and that's what's costing Atlanta football games. You can only rely on the offense so much. And the same goes for that New England Patriots. You know, the Patriots, no doubt in mind, one of the best teams in the NFL. Yeah, they lost to the Buffalo Bills. You know, they had a scare against Miami in the first quarter. But really, the main reason why the Patriots are so damn good is their offense is so dynamic and their defense can get a lot of takeovers. That's the difference. The defense for the Patriots can at least get takeovers. Atlanta's defense is not really getting that much takeovers and turnovers for their team to succeed. And really, they're faulting it up. And I believe that's why Atlanta's going to be in trouble. But thank God they're freaking going to Seattle. Seattle Seahawks won a game against the Arizona Cardinals. How in the hell did that fucking happen? I don't know. Defense looked great though. I'm not going to lie. The defense for Seattle that game looked much better than I saw before when they played against semi-good teams, 49ers. Special teams looked better. You know, hey, at least Seahawks got a point on the board. Last week they got shut out. But 2 weeks ago, week 2, they got shut out by the Pittsburgh Steelers. You all know what I mean. Too many weeks in football. But anyways, Seattle looks pretty damn good right now. Can they keep it up? Obviously, Tavares Jackson, him and Jay Cutler trade places because Tavares Jackson seems like the quarterback that gets sacked more than often. And we all know Sidney Rice might be coming back next week. I believe so. So with Sidney Rice coming back, would that open up some holes for Seattle? Maybe not have Marshawn Lynch and Forsett run the ball that much. The offensive line for Seattle, let's get this straight. It ain't doing too hot. It is not blocking right for Tavares Jackson to give him time. Tavares Jackson, people shit on him so many times. I'm not saying he's a good quarterback by any means. I think he's decent at best. But give him time in the pocket. He could actually throw the football pretty damn far and throw the football to get nice completions to help you out. And it shows the offensive line's not really helping because Marshawn Lynch can't go beast mode every fucking play. That's the fact. And really, as I look at it, it all comes down to defenses for these games. For this game right here, if Seattle's defense shows up like they did against the Arizona Cardinals, who in my opinion right now are the best team in the NFC West, then I see Arizona. I see the Falcons having some trouble. But right now, as it stands, I have the Atlanta Falcons winning over the Seattle Seahawks. Next up, we got the surprising 3-0 Detroit Lions versus Tony Romo comeback Romo and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, Tony Romo, we all know what's all week one. He choked. Gets a bruised rib, comes back, fucking wins the game and against the 49ers. Then this week, sure, no touchdowns. Cowboys kicker did all the work, but fuck, he got some. He fucking put the team on his back, though. Like, that video. But anyways, Tony Romo, he's actually proving he's worth his stock. He's not doing bad. People are saying, oh, Tony Romo ain't that great. But to me, I feel Tony Romo is now doing better. He's getting more comfortable. Des Bryant is showing he's worth his stock. You have a lot of good talent on the receiving end. Defense is stepping up now for the Dallas Cowboys. Secondary, not so much. Speaking of secondaries, the Lions secondary. Before, the question for the Lions was, is their secondary even better? Now their secondary is pretty damn good. The Lions' defense has stepped it up this year. Tony Romo's offensive defense, that's the Cowboys' offensive defense. It's never going to change. But the Lions, they're a team that's been consistently losing. And why are they winning these games? Because they actually have a leader. They actually have someone named Matt Stafford. Matt motherfucking Stafford is a champion. I don't care what y'all say. Matt Stafford, he knows how to throw the football. He knows how to play the quarterback position. And as long as that guy stays healthy, Lions fans, you guys should be happy. Because really, the only threat to the Green Bay Packers right now in the NFC North Division is those Detroit Lions. You got a defense that is nasty as fuck. Especially that D-line, the Ndamukong Suh. Whew. You can't tell me you're not afraid of Ndamukong Suh. If I was a freaking offensive lineman, I don't give a fuck if your name's Mike Pouncey. But I'd put my hand down on that ball. I'm the center, and I look, and I see the Ndamukong Suh. I'll shit my pants. Ndamukong Suh, monster. He can stuff runs. It showed. He knows how to play defense. He puts pressure on the quarterback. And that's the thing. The Detroit Lions need to get pressure on Tony Romo. Is Tony Romo 100%? We don't know yet. We saw he was protecting the rib, and not only that, he had some funny football follies with his team. His center fucking up the snap, offensive line not protecting for him. That's the thing. The only way the Cowboys will win this game, in my honest fucking opinion, is if that offensive line protects for Tony Romo. If that offensive line does not protect for shit, say goodbye to Tony Romo maybe for the season if he does get hit hard. The offensive line needs to get their shit together, not freaking miss snaps. You cannot have missed snaps. That is just disgraceful. You cannot have fuck-ups in a game like this. This is a big game. Not only is it a conference game against in the NFC, but you're going against a Detroit team who is focused and ready and hungry to win football games. They're no longer the laughing stocks of the NFL. They're no longer this team you can look at and say, oh, we can just go easy on them. No, you guys got to play hard against this team. Otherwise, you guys are losing. And that's what happens with the Cowboys. The Cowboys need to have their offensive line protect. As it stands right now, I have the Detroit Lions winning. How can you deny Matthew Stafford freaking not leading this team to victories every week? And heck, Calvin Johnson Jr., baby. Oh, man's dirty in many ways and probably one of the best, if not, I'm not going to say the best, but one of the best top 5 receivers in the NFL. That is no question there. What he has been doing on consistent weeks, getting open, fighting defensive pressure, fighting against those corners, making these impossible catches, especially with a hurt ankle to boot in week 2, week 3. Fuck. Calvin Johnson, stud. So right now I have the Detroit Lions winning over against the Dallas Cowboys. Next up, we got the Sunday night game with Ray Lewis and the Ravens coming in town to face Rex Ryan and the Jets. Yeah, I know. The Sunday night football game doesn't even talk about it. I saw a commercial. They were just showing Rex Ryan's fat ass. They were like, oh, Rex Ryan's coming down. Oh, fuck off, Rex Ryan. Jets make 2-time appearance in the Sunday night football game, and they're going against Baltimore Ravens. Last time the Ravens and Jets played, I believe, was in a Monday night football game that kicked off the season last year, I believe. Yeah, because it was a doubleheader. Ravens, Jets, and then Chargers, Chiefs. But that's last year. This is this year. Ravens, the main question is, which Baltimore Ravens team are we going to see? Are we going to see the Ravens team that kicked the Rams' ass and kicked the Steelers' ass? Are we going to see the Ravens team that played the Tennessee Titans? And I'm not disregarding the Tennessee Titans here. I'm just saying I feel it was the Ravens kind of over their heads. Are we going to see a Ravens team that make mistakes, kind of go through the motions and plays, don't really play hardcore physical Raven football? Which Baltimore Ravens are we going to see? That's my question. Because to me, the Baltimore Ravens are a scary team if they play like they have been playing in week 1 and week 3. That week 2 bullshit where you guys could have won a game against a team that I believe you are better against. And yes, I know I'm going to probably get hate. Titans fans are going to hate me for this. But I truly do believe the Baltimore Ravens are better than the Tennessee Titans overall. You cannot have that happen. And this is another game where you cannot have the team known as the Jets play. The Jets are a team that many analysts love and have a lot of luck. I mean, hell, they've been in the AFC Championship 2 years in a row. They're trying to make it 3, and this is a great way to send a message to the AFC. We already beat the team who was the AFC champions earlier this year. We destroyed them. We embarrassed them. We made the Steel Curtain look like shit. You already embarrassed the Steelers. Your rivals. You're probably ahead of the AFC North right now, Baltimore. I mean, Cleveland Browns and Cincinnati Bengals that don't have shit on you. Your only team is the Steelers you have to worry about. Now you're going against the Jets, who came up short against the Steelers, and you got to play them hardcore physical football. Ravens defense needs to step up. Now Antonio Cromartie might be hurt this game, and that could affect the Jets defense a little bit. But we all know what Cromartie did during the Oakland game, so I think many Jets fans are kind of happy that he may not be returning those punts, if you know what I mean. But other than that, Ravens offense, Joe Flacco leading the way, and none other than Ray Rice flexing those big old muscles for that 5'8" man, showing off that he is a champion at heart. Ray Rice putting the team on his back, in my opinion. Ray Rice is a utility player. He's a go-to guy. He's like the Darren McFadden for the Baltimore Ravens. He's like the Fred Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens. He does everything. He is a power guy. He will do whatever it takes to win football games. And that's why I like Ray Lewis is the same thing, along with Ed Reed. Ravens defense is great. Ravens offense is pretty good. Joe Flacco is showing some good form as a quarterback. Now we go over to the other side of the ball with the Jets offense. Sanchez. Mark Sanchez didn't play to Dustin Keller that much. Yeah. But you got LT, he did good. Killed me in fantasy. Love you, LT. But anyways, LT really did work that game against the Oakland Raiders. But other than that, Jets offense, they didn't look too impressive. I really thought that they would be a little bit better against the Oakland Raiders. But to be honest, they didn't look that great against the Oakland Raiders. They looked kind of sloppy, Defense looked okay at least, but not like nothing too threatening. Special teams were a fucking mess, that's for sure. And the Jets have all these problems right now, problems they don't need, and I think that could cost them the game if their special teams and their defense plays like they did against the Baltimore Ravens. No doubt this is going to be a defensive battle game. Don't expect, and I swear to God, if this fucking happens, I swear to fucking God, I'm going to be pissed. But I've said before with Kerry Collins, if this game, and I mean it, if this game ends up like it is on my TV, it says 28-35, it's over 21 points for both teams. Both teams go over 21 points. I'm not saying one team. I'll push myself in the nuts and say, fuck you, Rex Ryan, and fuck you, whoever the Ravens head coach is. I think it's hardball. I'll do that. Just praying to God, I don't want that to happen. But right now, I have the Baltimore Ravens winning this game. Go 3-1, and the Jets, Jets. Losing this game, going 2-2. Now time for some Monday night football. God, I am fucking up. But it doesn't matter, guys. You still love me. God damn it, I couldn't find my freaking football. But anyways, we got ourselves the Indianapolis Colts. Curtis Painter. Versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Curtis Painter. Colts surprised us. I'm not gonna lie. Dwight Freeney looked like Dwight Freeney. Shit. They look good against the Steelers. But the Steelers haven't been impressive except against the Seahawks, so that's not saying much. But other than that, Tampa Bay is not looking that impressive either. Josh Freeman's doing alright. LeGarrette Blount's not getting enough touches in my opinion. To be honest, this is going to be an interesting Monday Night Football game, and I cannot believe I'm going to say this. And you guys can hate me, I don't care. It's my opinion, it's my prediction. But I am going with the upset with the Indianapolis Colts defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the reason being is this. If Dwight Freeney plays like Dwight Freeney, and the whole defense played like they did against the Steelers, and Josh Freeman and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers played like they did for the past 3 weeks, they're not looking that impressive. I'm not going to lie, Tampa Bay ain't looking that damn impressive to me. I thought this team would be a lot better, but they haven't been that impressive. They always have been in close games. They haven't been in games where it was just like, they're physically dominant than the other team. To me, they just don't look impressive. That is just my personal opinion. If they play like they have been playing, Tampa Bay is in trouble. And that's a bad thing. Defense is alright. Offense I thought was going to be a little bit better. It turns out they're alright. And to be honest, I think this is a game for Curtis Painter to make up for not coming back with a Sunday Night Football game, because when Curtis Painter was on the field, he did throw the football a little bit better than Kerry Collins. And hold up, my cell phone's going off. I wonder why. Oh, I wonder who it could be. Oh, what the fuck? Who's this number? Hello? Oh. It's David Garrard, guys. David Garrard. Yo, what up, David? I heard you got released from Jacksonville. Yeah, man, that sucks. Wait a minute. You think the Colts just signed David Garrard? He thinks the Colts just signed David Garrard. David Garrard wants to get signed by the Colts. Yeah, but no, I'm not telling anyone. Don't worry, David. Your secret is safe with me. I think you should try to put your offer out there. Yeah. All right, David. David, I am busy right now, but I'll talk to you later. All right, hit me up. I'm mad. As you guys know, that wasn't fucking David Garrard, but put it in the comment section down below. Should the Indianapolis Colts sign David Garrard as quarterback, just in case Peyton Manning doesn't come back? Who knows? 1-year deal. But right now, I have the upset pick over the Colts. I just don't think Tampa Bay is playing as impressive as of late. And the Colts did play like they played against Pittsburgh. And if Curtis Painter does have a big game, I could really say the Colts will keep this game close and will win off an Adam Vinatieri field goal. Yeah, fuck the world. But besides that, I am done with these predictions. Thank you all for watching this video. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Add me on Skype, ChaseOliver68. Follow me on Twitter, ChaseOliver68. And remember, David Garrard for the fucking Colts. Alright, peace, guys.